Hi friends, today I am planning to discuss some MCQ question from the topic measuring inflation and unemployment. Actually, this is A-level past paper questions I just taken from EDEXCEL question paper to discuss here. So let's see. So first question, Spain's unemployment rate is increased from 15.9% in January 2009 to 26.5% in February 2013. Which one of the following was the most likely cause of this increase in unemployment? So they are asking that why unemployment rate is increased from 15.9% to 26.5%. So option A depreciation of euro, that is Spain's currency, against the other currency. As we all know, a currency is depreciated, export price will fall and import price will rise. So net export will rise, so that AD will shift right, it will increase the real output, so it will reduce the cyclical unemployment. But here unemployment is increases, so that option A we can reject it. Option A is wrong. Let's see option C, an increase in school living age. As we all know that school living age is increases, the labor force will fall. Labor force fall means unemployment rate will fall, but here unemployment rate is rise from 15.9% to 26.5%. So option C also we can reject it. Then option D, measures taken by the Spanish government to reduce immigration. Actually, immigration is reduced, labor force will fall and unemployment will fall, but here unemployment rate is raised. So option D also wrong. Then correct answer is option B, measures taken by the Spanish government. So option B is the correct answer. Why? Because when government is trying to reduce the budget deficit, government will reduce its spending. When government spending is reduced, we know that government spending is a component of aggregate demand. So aggregate demand will fall. That will create a cyclical unemployment. So that's why unemployment rate may increase from 15.9% to 26.5%. So option B is the correct one. So next question. In August 2013, Bulgaria's consumer price index indicated that the average price level had fallen by 0.7% compared with the previous year. Which of the following is most likely to account for these changes in average prices? So question is that CPI is falling. That means that inflation is falling. We'll call it as a deflation. So what is a reason for this deflation is the question. So first question, a depreciation of Bulgarian currency. Option A, we are saying that depreciation means we know that export prices will fall and import prices will rise. So export prices will fall means what will happen to the quantity of export? It will rise. And import prices rising, so imports will fall. So AD will shift to right. So it will causes an inflation, isn't it? So but here they are saying that inflation is falling. So we can reject option A very simply. Then option B, a decrease in the price of foodstuff in Bulgaria. Actually, option B, we can say that it is a correct answer. I will explain that one why it is correct. So we will reject other options and we'll come back to that. So option C, a reduction in indirect taxation in Bulgaria. We know that a fall in tax is a expansionary fiscal policy. So expansionary fiscal policy means AD will shift right and inflation will increase. So that's why option C is wrong. Then an increase in consumption in Bulgaria. When consumption increases, it is a component of aggregate demand. So aggregate demand will increase and that will causes an inflation. But the question is that why deflation is occur? So option B is correct. So why option B is correct? A decrease in the price of foodstuff in Bulgaria. Why? Because we know that when you are measuring CPI, we will assign the weightage based on the proportion of income spent on the consumers. So most of the time, consumers will spend a high proportion of their income on the foodstuff, consumer expenditure. So we will give always weightage more to that particular component. So a decrease in the price of that one will affect CPI mostly. That's why option B is correct. So when the price decreases, CPI will also fall. So that's why option B is correct. Next question. Spain is a member of Eurozone. In third quarter of 2013, The unemployment rate in Spain rose almost 30%. The most likely effect of this increase in unemployment rate is, so what is an effect of increasing unemployment is the question. So increase in the wages in Spanish economy, actually that is wrong. Why? Because when the unemployment rate increases, supply of labor will increase and that will reduce the wages. So it is not the effect of unemployment. So that's why option A is wrong. Option B, an appreciation in the value of euro. Actually, unemployment, we know that value of currency is based on demand for currency and supply of currency. When unemployment is rising, isn't it? Unemployment rate is increasing. People doesn't have an income. So the demand for imports will fall. Import means supply of currency will fall. Supply of currency fall means value will depreciate, not appreciate. So that's why option B is wrong. Then option C, an increase in the rate of inflation in Spain. We know that unemployment is there means people doesn't have enough income to consume. So consumption expenditure will fall. So AD will fall and inflation will fall. So option C also wrong because it won't cause us inflation. It will cause us deflation. Option D is correct. A reduction in tax receipts. So option D is correct. Why? Because when unemployment rate is very higher, people doesn't have enough income. So that what will happen? They can't able to pay direct taxes. Income tax they not need to pay because they don't have any income. And the consumption expenditure will also fall. So they no need to pay for indirect tax even. So total tax revenue received by the government will fall. So option D is correct. So next question. The chart below shows that annual percentage change in CPI, that is consumer prices for Croatia in 1999 to 2011. From this chart, it can be deduced that what conclusion you can able to derive from this particular figure. So you know that CPI value they didn't give, they given the percentage change in CPI. So you can see that each year percentage change in CPI is positive. That means that prices are increasing continuously. From 1999 to 2011, prices are increasing, but the rate of increasing prices are varies. You can see that's why that line is fluctuating. So let's see the options. What conclusion you can have to derive from this figure is the question. Okay. So first question, rate of inflation was higher in 2011 than in 1999. Actually, this is percentage change in CPI only given, isn't it? They didn't give a CPI values. If we have a CPI value, then we can calculate inflation. But that they didn't give a CPI value, so that particular thing we can't able to check it based on this figure. So that's why option A is wrong. Then average prices were falling in 2000 and 2003 and between 2008 and 2010. Actually, I told you that why option C is wrong is that each year average prices were rising. That's why percentage change in CPI is positive. That means that what each year prices are rising. For example, check in 1999 if the prices were 100, in 2000 it is again increased by how much percentage? 6%. So that's why we are saying that each year prices were rising. So that's why option C is wrong. Then average prices were higher in 2000 than in 2010. Actually, that is also wrong. Why? Because in 2010 will be the highest because each year the percentage change in price is positive. So highest price will be in 2010. So correct answer will be option B. Average prices were higher in 2010 than in 2008. Why option B is correct means you can see that percentage change in CPI is throughout the year it is positive. That means that every year prices are increasing. So in 2010 price will be higher than in 2008 because each year percentage change in prices are positive. That's why. Actually, this question is a similar of first question, so I will not explain that much. You can just as a homework or a practice, you can just predict the answer. So I will read the question. The unemployment rate in Greece is increased from 12.5% in 2010 to 24.2% in 2012. Which of the following was most likely to causes of this increase in unemployment? So why unemployment rate is increased? So the same option, same kind of options are given here. So you can check it why option A is wrong, why option B is wrong, and why option C is wrong, and why option D is correct. So which answer is correct? So option D is correct. This is also a same type of question what we done before, so I will not explain that much, but you can do as your homework question. The chart below shows the average percentage change in CPI, that is consumer prices, as measures of CPI index for UK in 2000 to 2013. From this chart, what can be deduced? So the same way they are giving percentage change in CPI, not a CPI, percentage change in CPI. And they are asking that what is happened. Average prices were lower in 2013 than in 2008. That is wrong. Average prices were higher in 2003 than in 2004. That is also wrong. Average prices were higher in 2013 than in 2011. That is correct. Average prices were falling between 2008 and 2009. That is wrong because throughout the year it is rising. So answer is, so option C is the correct answer. Why I told you that each year prices are rising. So final year will be the highest price. So thank you. If you have any doubt means please comment it on the below. I will answer it.